Hi, this is Mico. We're gonna do a video today. We're gonna take BMW 740 out on a test drive. I've never had a video on this car. We did a couple of 750i's, but now we're gonna try the smaller engine just to see how it feels. And also for a change, I'm gonna have one of our new sales coordinators, Jack, to actually drive the car. He's never driven one of these, actually have not driven a lot of BMWs. So I'm gonna film him, I'm gonna film the car. We picked a car that has all the technology features, so all the cool stuff. So we're gonna play with that, and I'm gonna have Jack learn as he goes. This is the actual sticker on the car. So the cool stuff is the driver assistant plus 2 package, where it holds the lane and does adaptive cruise control. So this is Jack, and we're good to go. All right, Jack. All right. So one thing I like to do with these cars is, especially in this tight parking lot, even going forward, you can turn the sensors. So you have 4 cameras. It shows the back, but the cool part is that you know, the surround view, so you can make sure that you clear everything. So it beeped. I guess it got close to something, but it's still pretty good. Did you feel the seat belt?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, so what happens is seat belt tightens up a little bit once you start driving. And okay, so what happened right now, the system still thinks you're trying to park. So when it saw a spot, it tried to advise you, help you parallel park the car. I don't actually want that, so we're going to turn it off. I do have a separate video on how to park these cars, how they park themselves, so we're not going to do that now. I'm just going to drive it a little bit. So this is the smaller engine, the 6-cylinder inline twin scroll turbocharged. Pretty much same engine BMW uses in most of these cars. X5, the 340, 535, and so on. Alright, let's go left here. We're going to take our usual route. Hopefully the traffic is not too bad. And by the way, we can take a look, and we'll go on the map and take a look at the traffic. That's George. That's George. Alright, so we're in San Francisco. The traffic looks okay, so we should be fine on a drive. So every time you start these cars, it's the comfort mode. Anytime we can change that. There's a sport mode. Usually start changing it on the highway, but we can go ahead and play with that later. So Jack, what I want you to start with, on the left side on the steering wheel, okay, there are a few buttons, and there's one that looks like steering, like the top left button.
Okay.
Go ahead and push that. Okay, so now you see on the front display there's a green steering wheel. That's the lane assistant. So what that does, when it can read the lanes, when the lanes are clear enough, the car's gonna read it, and it's gonna help you keep the lane. So you still have to keep your hands on the steering wheel for safety or for legal reasons, and if you take your hands off after a little while, the system turns off and it's not gonna help you. But right now, like if you just hold the wheel lightly, you should be able to feel how it kind of steers the car by itself. Mm-hmm. All right, and again, that feature will, if it's not green, then it just turns off. So we can play with that. Other features, we will do the adaptive cruise control. So I see you playing with this, and was it not holding it right now?
No, it was.
Okay.
If I'm letting go, it's just staying on the lane.
Right. But you see, like right now, that light, that signal
off,
is
right?
Not green, so it is off.
I see.
And another thing we're going to be playing is the adaptive cruise control, and also with these cars it can be activated at pretty low speeds, so I think we can actually start using it now. But again, I want you to get comfortable first, and you know, not to distract you too much. It's seated driving. How does it feel so far?
Good, smooth, very smooth, quiet inside too.
Okay. What's your experience like? What kind of cars you used to drive? What did you have?
I used to drive a Hyundai. back in college.
Okay. And
so,
that was your last car?
Correct. And then my uncle, he had a Lexus, and so that was I used to drive his car a little bit too. But my last car full-time driving was a Hyundai Santa Fe.
Okay. What kind of Lexus? Big? Small?
It was a big car.
Okay.
I can't recall what model it was though.
All right. So probably something comparable, either the big one or the GS or something like that.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we'll go right on this light.
Okay.
Our usual route, 6th Street, the famous 6th Street in San Francisco. So we always have to be careful here because people sometimes just jump in front of cars. Traffic looks pretty good right now. We should have good highway driving, so we just keep going straight. We'll get into 80 and just see how it goes from there.
I can see the display up here.
The head-up display?
Yep.
What do you see there?
I see a green steering wheel. It's lit up in green.
Okay.
And I see a number 25 on the top left in the box.
Okay. So the number 25, that's the speed limit.
Okay.
The car reads signs. Every time you pass the speed limit sign, it starts displaying it out there. And those lines, that's the lane assistant. So it tells you when it's actually active, when it holds the lane. And again, it's a function of your speed. You have to, cannot be standing.
Right.
You have to have your hands on the steering wheel, and the lanes have to be marked well. So this is a pretty worn street, has not been fixed in a while. So sometimes it just might be not clear enough for the car to figure it out. And I'm gonna have you try this. I'm gonna put you in sport mode. And you see you can configure it. It could be standard. So we're gonna leave it as standard sport mode, dynamic settings, and just see how it feels when you accelerate. And as you can see, all these cars with digital display, the display changes when you go to sport mode.
I felt the seat pop up a little bit too.
Okay.
When you change it to sport mode.
All right, so you're gonna feel this more now. We're gonna actually get on a highway where you can open it up, and then we're gonna start playing with adaptive cruise control, and the lane assistant should be working as well. All right, so we're going to about 60 right now. You can see 0 to 60. Purely effortless. The only thing is that you can actually hear the engine more than the V8 engine, which is to be expected. But again, from my passenger seat, it feels that there's plenty of power in this car. All right, let's move to the left.
Okay.
We'll drive some more, and we're gonna start playing with the cruise control. Okay, so now. Yeah, you can stay in this lane.
Okay.
Now on the left side of the steering wheel, you have the button, like the one that says set.
Okay.
I think that's the one.
Okay.
Hit set.
I pressed it.
Activate. No, I'm sorry. So I guess it's this one first.
Okay.
Okay. No. Here we go. Activated and set.
Okay.
Okay. So now cruise control is active. And so are you pushing the gas?
I am not, no.
Okay, so let's accelerate.
Okay.
And you can accelerate just like that. Ooh, it kicked in pretty well, huh?
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, so this acceleration, if you push that button past the resistance point, it jumps by 5 miles.
Okay.
If you push it a little bit, it's by mile up or down.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's by 5 miles.
Okay.
And
you mean on the gas, you can feel the extra click?
No, not on the gas, on that button.
Oh, on this button.
That roller.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you push a little bit, it accelerates or decelerates by 1 mile. If you push it further, it's by 5 miles. So go ahead, try it. Just push it up, all the way up.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep. I see. It's going up now.
Right. So now does it tell the head-up display, does it tell you what the speed you're trying to do?
Yeah, it's trying to go to 65.
Okay. So we're going 55, but we set it at 65 because there's a car in front of us.
Right.
And we're just following that car. So this is, this is the way you really enjoy these cars, that the Luxury 7 is when you set the lane assistant, you set the cruise control, and you just make sure, you know, you keep your hand on steering wheel,
Right.
but it kind of steers for you.
I can feel it taking over here.
Yep. And it keeps the speed, it keeps a safe distance, which you can adjust. Other than that, you just enjoy the ride. And now we can, you know, if we go back to comfort mode, it's not going to change much. We can move it to Comfort Plus, just to make it a little bit softer. And so right now we're going to switch highways. We're going to go from 280 to 101. So you're going to just lean a little bit to the left. And we're going to try to do this just without touching the brake. Just no gas, no brake, just steer.
Okay.
And let's just see how it feels. So now that car left, and we're accelerating. And there's a nice curve, but we're still holding the speed, right? So you're
Right.
steering. Is it slowing down or just keeping the speed?
It's keeping the speed right now.
Okay. Yeah, because the curve is not too bad.
Right.
There's no speed limit here, so we're good. I mean, there is speed limit, and we're still within speed limit,
Right.
but we're okay. So now we're gonna have to merge to the left lane, and let's see how it's gonna react. Because now it's gonna see the car in front of you. Slows down a little bit.
It does slow down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm further back from the car.
Mm-hmm. So, what is your feel like on this type of experience, Jack? I'm just trying to see, like, what do you think about this?
Sure, it feels good. It feels like it's definitely helping me stay in control. I can feel myself, the wheel going back and forth, and not too much. I mean, it's staying steady.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. If I see cars passing me a little bit, then I can bump up a little bit. Yeah, and I feel it picking up now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a comfort feeling. It's comfortable driving this car.
Right.
Yeah, it's making the turn here for me.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Keeping
exactly
on.
what I wanted to actually try live. So it is turning for you.
It is, yeah. I'm barely touching the wheel here.
Right.
Let's see here.
Very
Yeah, it's
nice.
taking over.
Okay. All right, so let's try this. Next exit.
Okay.
Let's take the next exit.
Okay.
And again, I want you to try to do that without touching the brake or the gas.
Okay.
So,
Meaning merge over with.
yeah, merge
Okay.
all the way to the right. It's
Okay.
going to be the next exit. So it's probably going to slow down right now because you're like right behind.
It is
the
slowing
car.
down. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm not putting my foot on the gas or brake right now.
Perfect. All right, so we have time, just safely, whenever you feel is safe, we're gonna merge all the way to the right.
Okay. So now it's reading this car in front of me.
Okay.
And it's slowing down big time.
Okay. Yeah. Well, right now the distance is pretty close.
Right.
But it's still what I like about this system, which is, you know, obviously has been updated from cars that I'm driving, like older. I mean, not older, but even UX5, is that it's much smoother. So what happened right now, it didn't just jerk and slow us down. It let us be behind a car, and then it kind of slowed down and opened the distance without being too abrasive and too harsh.
Right.
And now, all right, let's turn the signal. We're gonna take this exit. Okay, so this is actually good because if you're following a car, that car will brake, and we're just gonna brake behind it.
Right.
So you don't even need to touch the brake,
Right.
and no gas, no brake. We'll just keep going.
Right.
Yeah, just follow that car. It's going where we want to go. All right. So the one thing, this is something that, you know, technology will not do that. It's not gonna stop on the stop. We'll go right here.
Okay.
So on the stop, you actually have to stop, but the cruise control is still on. It's still on. So I just give it a little bit of gas, and take your foot off the gas, and see if cruise control picks up. No, it did not. Okay.
I pushed the button up here.
Oh, okay. So you turn it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, okay. But the
Yeah, to
cruise
stop
control is
behind
still
him, I did.
Got it.
Yeah, it's still now it's on.
All right.
And then I'm moving up through the.
Mm-hmm.
the scroll
Accelerating.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it still works at 20 miles an hour, so you can pretty much use cruise control
Right.
at any speed.
Right.
All right. That's great. Nice day in San Bruno Mountains. That's what you're seeing up there. That's Brisbane. And this is normal view for July on the peninsula, San Francisco Bay Area. The fog is rolling from the ocean. Alright, we'll make a left turn here.
Okay.
So one thing, Jack, you'll have to get used to is that triple turn signal.
Okay.
If you just touch it a little bit, it turns off. After 3 clicks,
Right.
You want to complete a turn, you push a little bit further, it stays on.
Okay.
So over here on the light, we'll make a right turn.
Okay.
So we didn't really plan a lot. We just took off from the dealership, but there's no traffic today. So I'm thinking we're just gonna go to my favorite spot. Jack's never been there. That's the Guadalupe Parkway, Guadalupe Canyon Parkway.
Okay.
And we're gonna take this car through my favorite test. We're actually gonna drive it. So keep going straight through here, and on the next light, it's gonna be a left turn.
Okay. So there, I barely tapped it to merge over to this lane.
Right.
To turn. Yeah.
So how does it feel? Like that? Do you feel like the car drives itself, or what would you call it?
Yeah, I would say the car could drive itself. It's easy on the highway. I felt very confident changing lanes too.
Right.
You know, I wasn't too concerned. Just made sure there was no cars on my left or right. And then in terms of cars going forward, it helped me. It assisted me in stopping, and slowing down.
All right.
So that was nice. Left here.
Yeah, left here.
Okay.
All right, Jack. So I think you've seen some of the videos where I come here on performance cars.
Yes.
So what we do here is where we actually open up.
Okay.
So we're not gonna do cruise control. We're not gonna do the lane, whatever.
Okay.
We're gonna put you in sport mode.
Okay.
And this is your chance to have some fun.
Okay.
So the test is here, the acceleration. I want to see if this is enough. There we go. And then the handling, because right now you're going fairly fast and you're going to be taking turns.
It's very smooth.
And how's the power?
Good. Definitely has giddy up.
So what would you say if I'm shopping for this car and I'm going to ask you, Jack, do I need the 750?
No, this has plenty of pickup.
What if I want more pickup?
Oh, you want more pickup? Absolutely.
Alright, red light.
Yep.
Stopping power.
Yeah, this was that was good. You could feel it pick me up.
Yeah.
It was smooth and the stopping was good.
Well, we're not done.
We're not done. Pick it up here.
Yeah, go for it.
I feel an extra click on the accelerator or the gas. I can feel it pick up more when there's like an extra button you can press.
Do you mean the
Yeah,
sport
so I'm
button?
pressing on the gas, and if I floor it and I kick it, there's another
So like
click.
downshift a little bit?
Correct.
Okay.
Easy turns there.
Yeah, very nice. I like how you slow down before you go into the turn. It's
Okay.
perfect. What's up with this Toyota that you can't catch? I don't get this. What happened?
Okay, I'll pick it up.
again of the power of the engine at the noise level is that we can hear the wind.
Right.
So we're going pretty fast. We can hear the engine.
Right.
But it's quiet enough for us to hear the wind.
Right.
Okay, so that's it. We're going to be slowing down here. We're pretty much done. We're going to come to a stop sign soon.
Okay.
And this is it. So I think it was a great drive. I think Jack enjoyed it. Jack, take the right lane. We're going to make a right turn.
Okay. And
I need to equalize my ears because we went up like half a mile, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching BMW 740i 2016.